YouTube, what's going on, guys? My name is Mike and I'm back with another video, and I got a really cool one for you guys today. It's actually getting dark right now. It's like 7 o'clock here, so the sun's going down, so we gotta make this one quick. I just got a really cool box in the mail, guys, something awesome. I'm gonna show you exactly what's in here and we're gonna go through it together really quick. So let me change the camera angle so we can open this up and we can get started. All right, so I changed the angle for you guys. You can see our little sweet potato project back there. It still hasn't done much yet, but we're gonna focus on this box here. So let's go ahead and tear into this thing and see exactly what we have. Now, I think you guys will be, you guys have already know what it's gonna be in this box based on the title. So I'll just give you the spoiler. We got some red Wiggler composting worms from Uncle Jim's Worm Farm. Now I have a video, I made a video of this before. It goes into more detail on how I actually make the box that I'm gonna keep the worms in. And I'll put a card for that so you can click on that above. Now don't make fun of me, that was at an earlier state. I really just started making videos at that point, so I mean I'm still a noob, but you know what I mean.
Alright guys, so I just put a little article up highlighting some important information about worm castings themselves. I think that this is really important to note, and I didn't note it during the recording of the video, so you can pause the video and read this whole little article here, but I'm just going to highlight some of the important facts here. One, that worm castings are natural fertilizer. They contain some seriously important minerals and nutrients that are concentrated as nitrites, potassium, magnesium, calcium, and phosphorus. Those are pretty hard to get in the natural organic world, so it's really nice to have them in a readily plant available form, which is super important. Also, they break down natural debris and like organic material so that the plant can absorb this stuff right at the root zone. Like the nutrients that in worm castings are plant available, which is very important. And also the worm itself, as it works through the soil, will decompose and break down all types of material, and in that material could be harmful pathogens or diseases. And the worm compost and the worm digestion process actually will kill a lot of those harmful bacteria. So super important stuff. Like I said, this article is a nice little read. It's not too long, but let's get back to the video.
Okay, let's see. We have nothing more in this box. And here we go, guys, there they are. So I ordered 500 red Wiggler worms this time. So not as much as I did last time. Last time I ordered 2,000. I think they were running a little bit of a sale. So I only went with 500 this time, just because I think that they double their population every 3 months, and it's April now. So April, May, June. So by June, we'll have 1,000 red Wiggler worms, and that's really when the season kicks off, and we want to really be using our VERMICOMPOST tea and putting our seed starts in this and mixing up and really using the material they make. So I think it's a great time and a great amount of worms. So let's go ahead and get the box out, and I'll show you what I'm going to use as a substrate and then what I'm going to use to feed them. I think you can already see in the background there, right about there. So let's go ahead and rip these guys open. Let's get their little home set up. And yeah, we'll move forward with this. Let's check it out. Okay guys, so it's really getting dark, so we have to move quick. I really do apologize if I'm kind of moving a little too quick, but it'll make for a short video, and I know you guys can appreciate that. So here we have the worm bin itself. Now, like I said, I'll put a card up so that you guys can see how I made this worm bin and what I did. Essentially, the cliff notes here is it's just a tote that I picked up from Home Depot. I drilled a couple holes in the sides and a couple holes in the bottom for drainage. Also, I have at the top here, it's just one of those standard yellow tops, and I just drilled a hole in each little diamond so that there's good oxygen and airflow. The key is oxygen here. You don't want the worms to go into anaerobic conditions. So with that said, let's move on to the next part. We have to make their substrate, or the material that they're going to be living in. So what I did was I picked up some cocoa coir. Now I ordered this from Amazon. I'll put the link down in the description below for this. It's a really good deal. It's 5 1-pound bricks for a couple of bucks. It's nothing serious. So you should definitely check this out. It's an awesome substrate for seed starts, worm bin for vermicompost. It's just a great inert medium that things love to live in and to grow in. So it doesn't have any nutritional value, so we are gonna have to substitute with food, but that's fine because these guys are gonna eat food scraps, garden waste like roots and things like that. They're gonna eat dead roots, of course. They're gonna eat basically everything that's waste that we would consider waste is food for them. So they really make a great companion in the garden. But let's go ahead and mix this stuff up and I'll show you what it does when you open it. So this is just one of those 5-pound bricks. I'm hoping that you guys can see that. It is getting dark here. Basically what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna wet this down, give it a minute, let it soak up that water, and then we're gonna mix it and continue to wet it. So I'm gonna do the best I can to show you this. And if you guys can, I would really appreciate it if you would like and subscribe. It's helpful and it helps the channel spread so I can get more content like this out to people like you and me. So thanks in advance for that. Let's go ahead and get this going. We're running out of daylight here. Okay guys, so I have the cocoa coir all hydrated. The sun did kind of go down on me, so I'm just using a phone light just to illuminate this. I hope you guys can see this pretty well. But this is the cocoa coir, and it's really light and fluffy. So this is great stuff for the worms to kind of exist in. And now they can't really eat this stuff. They will eat it and digest it and turn this into worm castings, but it's just not really there's not really any nutrition in this. So what we have to do is we have to give them a food source. And what I'm going to be using as a food source is bananas. I'm going to use 2 bananas as a food source for these guys. So all I do is I just mush them. I just kind of grab them and mush them in my hands a little bit, break it down for them, because anything you can do to break it down, especially for the new worms, like they're going to be coming in a little bit of a shock. They're just not meant to be shipped across the country. Thankfully, I ordered them from a source in Pennsylvania. I live in New Jersey, so it's not too far of a ride for them, but still, they're going to be dehydrated when they come out of this. So if we can just help break down the food for them a little bit, kind of spread it around so that they all can get it, that's going to help them out. And we're going to actually put them right on this food source and then mix them into the soil so they'll find it. So let's go ahead and get these worms. I'm going to try to do this with one hand, so bear with me. Okay, I hope you guys can see this. Let's see how our little friends fared the shipping process. Now they ship these in cocoa coir too, but they ship them dry for shipping weight purposes. So these guys they need to rehydrate. They need to just, relax and get acclimated to their new home before they're gonna really start taking off and decomposing things like they should be. We'll get every last worm out of this. I don't wanna leave any stragglers behind. Okay, so there they are, guys. That's the worms. So let me give you guys a little bit of a close-up here. There they are. You can see they're moving, they're wiggling. Now they're really dried out, so we don't want to stress them too much, but there they go. They're finding their way, and I'll help them out a little bit. I'll mix them in kind of over the banana, just like this. Get some nice moist cocoa coir in with their dry cocoa coir so that they can start to rehydrate and acclimate themselves. Like I said, they're pretty stressed out right now, but they'll be right at home soon enough. Now if you guys order worms of your own and you get them in and you start to see that they're kind of wiggling up the sides of your bin and they're trying to escape, that's normal, and that's just them acclimating to their new home. They try to play prison break. But we'll leave these guys just like that. They're a little bit lackadaisical. I might even give them a little spray of water, because adding their dry substrate in with my moist, it kind of dries it out. So I'll give them a little bit of a spritz. Oops. Sorry about all the movement. Just to moisten things up a little bit. And yeah, that's it, guys. We will I'll give you an update on the next one. All right. Thanks for tuning in. If you guys like this video, give my little worm friends here a like and a subscribe. If you want to see more content from me, hit the bell notification and you'll get an update on when I put videos out. And you'll see a lot more of these little worm friends. So I appreciate the likes in advance, guys. I'll see you on the next one. Take care.